Greetings from Tokyo, my dear friends. This is Daisuke, and I very much hope that this video finds you well and in very good spirits wherever you are in the world. And today, if you don't mind, I would like to continue on with my favorites from Criterion. And I'd like now to speak about my 10 favorite films, my 10 favorite individual films that were released by Criterion in the form of their physical media releases during this year of 2022. So that's 10 titles. So that could mean any feature film that was a part of a release, either in a supplement or as a part of a collector's set or in an individual release, whatever the case may be. These are 10 of my favorite films from the Criterion Collection releases from 2022. Now, again, my list is my list, and you may have a similar or different list. So if you want to let me know your favorites, please let me know at any time in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what it is you have to say in your own lists. But here is my personal list from this year. It was a difficult choice, and so many great titles, so many wide in scope, far-reaching. The breadth and the scope and the brilliance of these works is sort of without question. And so many, each in its own way, works in such a beautiful and poetic cinematic mode. So again, my list could change depending on the time of day, or the day, etc. But today, and this particular time of day, I have 10 titles, and I want to speak to you about 10 of my favorite. These are my favorite films from the Criterion Collection during this year of 2022. So, first up is this is number 10, my number 10 favorite film from the Criterion Collection this year, 2022. This is Spy Number 1137, and this is from the year 2007. This is this film, which is Frownland. Number 10, my number 10 favorite film from Criterion this year is Frownland. I was so utterly surprised when I saw this film and just how much I was taken with this. And it just never left me. And I was so perplexed. I was confused. I was just trying to figure out what's going on here. And the more I was thinking about it, the more it was just growing and growing and growing and growing on me. And it became one of my favorites of the year. So I have to choose this number 10 for me from the Criterion titles. Number 10, my 10th favorite title, individual film is Frownland. Number 9, and this is a title which has been designated by Criterion at Spy Number 1154 from 1997, and it's this work, which is Eve's Bayou. I just love this film so much. It is so warm and enchanting and complex, and talking about memory and the past and perception and different versions. And indeed, also the Criterion Collection reflects that idea of different versions by giving us different versions of the film. So it is just a great film indeed. I spoke a little bit about Casey Lemon's great discussion here. It's overall what a film to be able to revisit, thanks to the introduction of this, or the entry of this into the Criterion Collection physical media catalog. This is my 9th favorite film from the Criterion Collection this year, and it is Eve's Bayou. Number 8, my 8th favorite film from this year, 2022. This is a film from 1966, and it is this work, which is Daisies. I spoke about this film, about how cool and hip it seems to be on the one hand, and yet it's so subversive and challenging and quite aggressive and confrontational on the other, and everything in between. And it talks about sort of a type of lightness of touch, and the free will and frolicking on the one hand, but also it has a sense of attack and history and seriousness, which is so fascinating, this combination, and this way in which it confronts us, the viewer, in terms of breaking the fourth wall and various episodes and scenes. This is such a great film indeed. If you haven't seen this already, please check it out if you can. I love this film. My eighth favorite film from the Criterion Collection this year. It is Daisies. Number 7, my seventh favorite film from the Criterion Collection 2022 is this work, which is Drive My Car. The Hamaguchi work, Drive My Car. What an amazing, intimate portrait, a film of epic proportions in terms of the way in which it treats theater and lives and perception and relationships and truth and lies, and also a type of melancholy, as well as thinking back, contemplation, thought, communication, and storytelling, as well as the way in which it all binds us together but also breaks us apart, or perhaps there is the hope of some kind of resurrection somewhere down the line. What a brilliant work this is. I'm so glad this is in the Criterion Collection in this form, which is the work Drive My Car. Next, my sixth favorite individual film release, or individual film from the Criterion Collection. I have to be careful with my words here because this is a film which is found within the set, the Martin Scorsese World Cinema Project number 4 set. All the films here are great. There was one film in particular that really got to me. This is such a chilling and overwhelming and scary and deep rooted and highly philosophical and so poetic work. And speaking of this work, which is right here, Chess of the Wind. Now, I was blown away by this work, Chess of the Wind. It was like a locked room mystery. It was like a ghost story. It was a fable. It was also a tale of histories intertwining. It was a tale of deceit and deception and lies and greed and generational conflicts, and all within this tight, poetic cinema package. This is such a great film. I'm so glad to have been able to watch it in the context of this set and this release, as well as the other films here, of course. But here I have to give a shout out to this great film. Please check it out if you haven't already. Chess of the Wind.